$30 million health center commissioned in ECCLES. Mommy Corner makes donation for toddlers' leukemia treatment. Local group hosts women's business brunch in the region. Uncle of Venezuelan opposition leader in police custody, and internationally, legal battle brews over baby shark. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Yesterday morning, the body of an unidentified male was located by the Kingston seawalls obliquely opposite of the Pegasus Hotel. The body is believed to be that of a mixed-race male clad in a black t-shirt. However, details beyond this are limited. Nevertheless, the police have opened an investigation while the body is currently awaiting a post-mortem examination. Residents of the East Bank no longer have to travel to Diamond for medical treatment after the commissioning of a $30 million health center in ECCLES. Esther Sobers brings you that story.
Residents of East Bank Demerara now have another option in receiving basic medical services. On Wednesday, Minister of Public Health Walter Lawrence commissioned a new primary health care facility located in ECCLES. The $30 million health center is expected to cater for over 6,000 residents in the area. The services offered by the trained professionals include chronic diseases, foot care, child and adolescent health, prenatal STD testing, as well as diagnostic treatments for voluntary counseling and testing. Minister Lawrence said that the government's vision for Guyana also includes providing quality health services to all citizens. Its people.
The vision of the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and the Ministry of Public Health is to ensure that all of us, every boy, every girl, every woman and man, live to their fullest potential. As the children sang, oil, money flow in. You can have all of that, we know, but if you don't have good health, then what's the use?
Minister Lawrence further explained that her ministry is collaborating with the Ministry of Communities to ensure that all communities have access to healthcare facilities. The center, which actually opens its door in September last year, is manned by a general medical officer, registered nurses, nursing assistants, midwife, and a family medicine specialist. Prior to the establishment of the health center, residents on the East Bank typically had to go to Diamond Health Center or North in Georgetown. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Police are also investigating a fatal accident that occurred last night in the vicinity of Melissa Bridge Linden Highway. According to the police, a 50-year-old hire car driver of Amelia's ward, Mackenzie Linden, was proceeding along the road reportedly at a fast rate of speed when the victim suddenly began walking across the road onto his path. He applied his brakes. Unfortunately, it was already too late. The unidentified female was taken to the Linden Hospital complex in an unconscious condition and was pronounced dead on arrival. The body is presently at the Wisma Hospital mortuary awaiting identification before a post-mortem is conducted. The driver, who passed a breathalyzer test, is in police custody assisting with the investigation. Coming up after the break, Mommy's Corner makes donation for toddlers' leukemia treatment, and Women's Networking Brunch launched.
We have some big plans for Guyana.
Reversing adverse policies,
lowering the tax burden and reducing the cost of living,
creating jobs,
expanding infrastructure,
protecting
workers.
Ensuring better pay for workers.
Equality for all our people.
All proceeds benefiting all.
Strengthening our rights and democratic institutions.
Taking care of the hinterland and indigenous communities.
Safety in your homes and on our streets.
World-class education.
Making sure medicines are available when you need them.
And transforming people's lives.
We have some big plans for Guyana, and we are ready to serve.
Voting without an identification card. If you are registered and eligible to vote but do not have your identification card with you on election day, for whatever reason, you can still vote. The Guyana Elections Commission has put measures in place to accurately identify voters without an identification card. When you go to the polling station, you would be asked your name and address and referred to the presiding officer who will interview you. The presiding officer would look at your face and compare with the photograph alongside the name on the folio to confirm that they are the same. If the presiding officer is satisfied that you are the person you claim to be, you would be asked to take the oath of identity or affirmation. You would then be allowed to vote. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9, 223-9653, email pro@gcom.org.gy, or visit GCOM's website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Hi, I'm Nadia Singh. I'm a candidate for the URP. Guyana, it's time to wake up. Take a look around you. Vote with your conscience. The URP is here to make that big difference. Come March 2nd, you know where to put your eggs. Next to the cow, the party with a difference.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babe? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
In 2015, David Granger promised the youths jobs.
I promise you jobs. Not some airing jobs about cleaning gutters and so on. Nothing is wrong with cleaning gutters.
For example, there are a lot of fish and chip shops now. You can sell cassava chips or sweet potato chips. You can sell cocoa rice. No prospect, or there's no possibility that the government could simply start to employ young people.
2017 statistics reports shows the number of unemployed youths increased to 17,058 persons. 30,000 jobs were lost.
The first plan is to provide jobs for our young people. JOBS.
Welcome back. Local nonprofit and mothers support group Mommy's Corner recently held a charity softball competition. The proceeds of the event went to support 3-year-old Cheyenne Parbu, who is currently undergoing treatment for leukemia. George Gonzalez has more on this story.
On Sunday, local nonprofit organization and women's support group Mommy's Corner hosted a T20 softball competition. The competition was organized to help raise funds for 3-year-old Cheyenne Parbu of Upper Pomeroon, Region 2. The 3-year-old is currently in the United States receiving treatment for acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL, is a type of blood cancer that starts from young white blood cells called lymphocytes in the bone marrow. The competition was sponsored by Trophy Stall, Tanveer Nathan Singh, Starlight Sound System, the Cherise family, Diptia Prasad, City Printery, Hanson McCall, Royal Chicken, Rabina Kristen Paul, and the players themselves donated $200 US. Founder of Mommy's Corner, Madonna Gani, expressed deep appreciation for the support they have been receiving for their cause.
I want to say thank you to Tanvir Nathan Singh, Shaker's family. They were the one that played the music set because we had a music set and stuff. I want to say thanks to Banks, Sansa McCall. All these people would have come together and, help us with the stocks and, and Royal Chicken.
We couldn't single-handedly do this, so it was a teamwork and it was well executed.
And
so thanks to everyone.
Thanks to the members of our group. Yes. Everybody came together, they pitched in.
Co-founder Zamina Khan also expressed thanks for the support.
Actually, Madonna was the one that came up with the plan to hold the cricket fundraiser. And we all just pitched in and did our part, and I must say it was a success, actually. We're very grateful for that and everybody that came out and support us.
In total, $200,000 was raised from the event. On Monday, members of Mommy's Corner handed over the money to the grandfather of Parbu, David Hakandu. According to Cheyenne's aunt, Vanetta Singh, today is Cheyenne's 4th birthday, and she has already begun treatment. Her body is currently responding well to the chemotherapy. If you'd like to further assist Cheyenne Parbu, or if you are interested in learning more about Mommy's Corner, they can be contacted on telephone number 618-5666 or on their Facebook page. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. One local women's group is hosting a women's networking brunch. Esther Sobers was at the launch of the event and filed this report.
We're here at the Promenade Garden with Miss Karanga Sales Green. You are doing something phenomenal for women here. I see we have sisterhood is powerful, and indeed sisterhood is powerful with the women-only brunch with entrepreneurship for women. Now this event is going to be on the 29th of March, and you're encouraging all women in business, even if it's a planting chip business, a clothing business, whatever sort of business, to come out and just get your business known out there. So tell us all there is we need to know about this venture and how women can get on board.
Sure. We do have our first ever Women in Business. I'll say it's an expo, it's a brunch, it's a way to get all the women out. There's so many women that have small businesses or developing businesses. And I was saying to someone only recently, have women that has such brilliant business ideas, but they don't know how to birth these business ideas. Where do I go? Where do I get funding from? What do I do? The brunch, or the ideal behind the brunch, is to be able to get the women networked in the right atmosphere, among the right set of women in business, and how we're going to move ahead as one.
The Women's Brunch will also comprise of presentations from a major lending agency, the Women's Chamber of Commerce and Industry Guyana, Women's Health, along with money-saving sessions.
The ideal behind the brunch is to be able to get the women networked in the right atmosphere, among the right set of women in business, and how we're going to move ahead as one. And luckily, we have so many service providers that are going to be at the brunch. We have the Small Business Bureau, we have iPad, and we have a host of other service providers that will be there. The purpose of the service providers, Esther, is to be able to let the women know what are available in terms of funding for their business. Like I said, you have a new business idea, you're thinking of a new business venture, where do I get funding from? This is a phenomenal idea. iPad is going to be there. Small Business Bureau is going to be there. Other women in business are going to be there. The recently formed Women Chambers, the founder of the Chambers is going to be there. Actually, she's the main speaker for the event. So there's a lot of things happening there also.
The Women's Only Brunch plans to have several events after the event. The aim is to continue to network and empower other women in business. Also, a website will be launched enabling other women to market their business. Reiterating the importance of women networking and the power of sisterhood, Women in Business spoke of the benefits of starting their own business as they encourage other women to become entrepreneurs.
If you just have a passion for something, you're going to put your best foot forward towards it. And I have a passion for here because, I study international relations at university and I'm still doing here. So I have a passion for it. It's not just something that, she just got to do here because, no. Once you have a passion for it, you go after it.
The
passionate side of it. It's something that you want to do, and that's what pushes you every day. And for me, it's meeting so many phenomenal women. And the space is that I am, still trying to create is where women could come in, as I said, and feel comfortable. And I have experienced that where these women are strangers that come in to my shop and we become friends.
To be a part of Sisterhood Women's Only Brunch will be held on the 29th of March at the Promenade Gardens. Persons can contact 623-5800 for more information. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. After the break, we have your regional and international news.
What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
It happened in Trinidad. It happened in Venezuela. It happened in Nigeria. Do not let it happen here. Guyana's rich natural resources belong to all Guyanese. But Granger and his gang, through their incompetence and corruption, stuck us with a bad contract, excluding our people from jobs and opportunities. As it is right now, Guyanese are not defining the future of this industry and will benefit us. It is time for better contract administration and renegotiation to ensure that all Guyanese can share in the prosperity. Let's fix this on March 2nd. Stand up against corruption. Stand for prosperity for all. Stand up for Guyana.
I got a real problem, buddy. I would really like to vote in election day, but I'm working 12 hours a day from 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday.
I got a similar problem, buddy. I registered for vote in Kitty where I live by walking till up Linden. I only get Saturday off, and Sunday I gotta go back because Monday's work.
You know, truly speaking, the hours you work and the place where you work shouldn't prevent you from voting.
Really? How come?
The law makes it absolutely clear that employers must give their employees time off to vote. So all you need to do is to inform your employer that you need time off to exercise your constitutional right to vote.
For real? That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Me too, buddy. I'm making sure I vote on this election.
Yeah, man.
For more information, contact the GCOM on 2250-27729, 2266-557, 2239-650, or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Change means better accountability.
Change means better education for our children.
Change means progress.
Change means more job creation.
Change means more progress.
Change means dedication.
Change means better lifestyle for all Guyanese.
Change means better healthcare.
Change means a better environment.
Right choice, right now. Right choice, right now.
Welcome back. In the region, a top Venezuelan government official has confirmed that the uncle of opposition leader Juan Guaido is being held on suspicion of smuggling dangerous material into the country. One Jose Marquez was traveling with Mr. Guaido from Lisbon to Caracas by plane and vanished on Thursday after being stopped by tax agency personnel. Mr. Guaido called it a cowardly move. The official did not say how Mr. Marquez would have managed to smuggle the items onto the international flight. Mr. Marquez is not the first person with links to Mr. Guaido to be arrested. His chief of staff, Roberto Morero, was detained last year and remains in prison. And internationally, senior Communist Party officials, including 4 from Hubei province, have been fired as the political fallout from the coronavirus outbreak continues. Analysts says the sackings are the government's bid to salvage the situation. Al Jazeera's Adrian Brung reports.
When Hubei's party chief spoke to the media 2 weeks ago, he must have known his days were numbered. Jiang Chaoliang is the highest-ranking political casualty so far. His dismissal is in response to mounting public anger over the Chinese government's handling of the coronavirus outbreak and follows the sacking of 2 senior health officials on Monday. And while the purge looks set to continue, analysts say it won't bring down those at the top of the party.
The way the Communist Party works is sacrifice a few small fry to keep the big fish swimming in the pond. And this has worked. I mean, this is what happened in the last great time of the SARS epidemic 17 years ago.
The dramatic jump in deaths came after a team from the World Health Organization arrived in Wuhan. The head of the WHO has lauded China's containment efforts, including the isolation of 60 million people, and urged countries not to cut off travel and trade with China. Health officials say the reason for Thursday's sharp rise in death and infections is because the testing criteria has been broadened. Chinese virus experts say the epidemic should peak in China this month before subsiding. What officials don't know, though, are the number of people who've not been tested because they're either unable or unwilling to visit overwhelmed hospitals. The government continues to put out a reassuring message to the outside world that it has this virus under control.
In facing it, we have always adopted an open, transparent, and highly responsible attitude, not only for the sake of China, but also for the world at large.
State TV is stressing the positive, showing patients who've recovered and gone home. It's all reminiscent of the Mao era, with a mass mobilization of medical workers, volunteers and soldiers. The nation's being encouraged to fight what President Xi Jinping calls a people's war against the devil's virus. And there's another virus his government is trying to contain, growing calls to protect freedom of speech. An online campaign led by academics who are demanding an end to media censorship seems to be gaining momentum. That amounts to explicit criticism of the leadership, which is rare in today's China. In Hong Kong, as in mainland China, the death of Dr. Li Wenliang has increased that anger. He raised the alarm about the virus 6 weeks ago. For doing his job, he was reprimanded by police and forced to sign a humiliating confession. He died from the virus on Friday. President Xi Jinping has offered condolences to the families of medical workers.
It went viral. Now, the South Korean producer of the tune Baby Shark are having their days in court. They are being sued by the entertainer Johnny Only, who says he came up with his version of the song in 2011. Al Jazeera's Rob McBride reports.
It is the annoyingly catchy ditty that became a global phenomenon and got stuck on repeat in millions of heads over and over. That has spawned a slew of spin-off parodies, even finding its way into street protests. For its South Korean producers, Baby Shark has been a bonanza.
I believe Baby Shark is one of the top intellectual properties dominating all media these days. It is a great present and blessing for us.
but not their intellectual property, according to the creator of this song. Sounds familiar? Produced in 2011 by US musician Johnny Only, it predates the South Korean version, and his lawyers are now baring their teeth. They're claiming plagiarism, rejecting the defense that Baby Shark is actually based on an old campfire song that no one owns.
We added some originality and creativity to the public domain song, and we think that they copied our originality.
And there seems no stopping the Baby Shark juggernaut. The latest spin-off, Baby Shark and fellow animation Pink Fong go on a space romp. It's a sing-along movie, and yes, guess what tune they're singing to? Try to find anyone who doesn't know it.
When the case was first brought last summer, the district court ruled that Korea's Copyright Commission get involved to study the two versions side by side and give its opinion. Since then, the commission has dutifully and probably painfully been listening over and over to Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do.
When the court hears the commission's decision, it could have big implications in the world of copyright.
I think it's a very unique and interesting case in Korean copyright and or international copyright law as well.
But will do nothing for the estimated 4 billion of us on this planet who've heard it and might never be the same again. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Seoul.
Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. That is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. Tune in on Friday at 6 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website at headlinenewsguyana.com for more news. Until then, take care.